That's beautiful. I'd like to read now a really wonderful poem by Izzy'S daughters that for me really captures the fantastic thing of being a daughter and being formed by somebody, formed and nurtured and raised by somebody so wonderful. It says, "Thank you, Papa, Peter Daddy. Thank you for catching me when I was born, for writing songs for me and reading me science fiction books, for playing interdimensional games with me for hours and for listening to my stories so I could exercise my imagination. Thank you for doing my hair before school, for taking me to the movies to cheer me up when I'd had a bad day, for telling me all your jokes and giving me your sense of humour, for buying a telescope so we could watch Halley's Comet together. Thank you for frightening my new friends who always assumed you were a bikie until they realised how cool and gentle you were, for letting me come to your rehearsals and gigs and fall asleep with the sound of good music loud in my ears. Thank you for letting me on the stage at your gig to tell an incredibly rude Rubik's Cube joke and win the pub joke competition at the age of 10. Thank you for my toilet humour and for always making me laugh, for my love of animals more than humans, which ensures my home will be forever full of strays. Thank you for putting up with my teenage years, for always being able to find me when I was drunk at a party, for driving my friends and I home in the early morning hours and for not yelling at us when we messed up your van. Thank you for your witty genes, for the compulsion to ask why, to question authority and grate against the norm, for teaching me to speak up. Thank you for letting me find my own way, for having no expectations but always being proud, for sitting with me and talking about life and the universe, and for loving me unconditionally. Most of all, thank you for your kindness, gentleness, humour and love. We will never be able to explain to new people your unique personality or just what it means to have had you in our lives. You're back into the fabric now, discovering the mysteries of the universe until we can share them together again. Thank you." It's a beautiful poem from his girls at Abbas. We now have some photos and some more music, and we'll just get that set up and So we're coming towards the end of this part of today's gathering, the last of Izzy's rally rumblings. And the girls have selected a reading from Alan Watts, a Zen Buddhist, to bring us comfort and to try to help us cope with his sudden passing, and I'll just read that now. Every individual is a unique manifestation of the whole, as every branch is a particular outreaching of the tree. To manifest individuality, every branch must have a sensitive connection to the tree, just as our independently moving and differentiated fingers must have a sensitive connection with the whole body. The point, which can hardly be repeated too often, is that differentiation is not separation. The head and feet are different but not separate, and though man is not connected to the universe by exactly the same physical relation as branch to tree or feet to head, he is nonetheless connected, and by physical relations of fascinating complexity. The death of the individual is not disconnection, but simply withdrawal. The corpse is like a footprint or an echo, the dissolving trace of something which the self has ceased to do. We do not come into this world, we come out of it, as leaves from a tree. As the ocean waves, the people, the universe peoples. Every individual is an expression of the whole realm of nature, a unique action of the total universe. To help us with this last part of today, I'd like to now ask that Izzy's workmates from Life Skills for Blokes come together, and they're going to form a guard of honour out the front at the hearse. So if they're here, if they could just come up now. I'd also like to ask the pallbearers to come forward. The next part of what's happening today is that the family are going to the crematorium. Just the close family are going to the crematorium with Izzy, and then they will come back to join us here for the musical celebration of Izzy's life that you can see. You can already see the beginning of that now. I just want to mention one thing. At the back of your order of service, you'll note that Izzy's sincere wish was that his ashes be scattered in space. And you might think that he was joking, but he wasn't. It really was his sincere wish. And I think it's just the big vision of this man continues. And the girls tell me that there are, in fact, space programs that are in development, and that, in fact, you really can make a contribution to a particular fund so that they can make that last wish a reality. So, it struck me that even at this really solemn time, he leaves us, with a call to keep dreaming big and to live life really fully. I'd like to ask you now to be upstanding as the pallbearers take Izzy with their close family to the crematorium. Thank you. Sorry.